voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women, 91.7. 91.7.
Are you a woman who is keen on breaking the bias? Are you looking for a welcoming community with a strong support system that empowers the female gender? Do you need a safe space that is candid, original, and authentic, like the queen you are? Then this is the program for you. Tune in to Real Women, Real Talk with Kiki Okwale on Women Radio 91.7 FM every Friday by 5 p.m. as Kiki Okwale brings on different leading women who will give you a bite into their growth journey and how they beat all odds to become who they are today. Real Women, Real Talk.
Good evening, family. How are you doing? Welcome to Real Women, Real Talk. I am so excited to be here with you today. There's something special about Fridays, isn't there? And there's also something special about spending unique and quality time with you. And I hope you feel the same way. When you phone in, your excitement tells me a whole lot. I had the opportunity to actually meet some of my listeners on radio when she came to pick up her gift, and it was so amazing. I am so glad that you enjoy and you get value for everything that we do. So it's the perfect time to reflect on the week gone, and more importantly, look ahead to the weekend and all the opportunities it brings. I'm excited. I love weekend, but not because I don't get to do anything, because I get to do a lot to prepare for the next week. All right. And of course, I get time to relax, to enjoy myself as we prepare for the week, So I'm excited. Thank you for joining me today. This isn't just another ordinary Friday. It's an opportunity for you to recharge, for you to reset, and for you to get ready to take on what's next. Remember last week, we talked about the 90 days achievement plan. It's been working magic for me, and I hope it's been doing the same for you as well. And as I promised you at the beginning of the year, that this year is not just about talking. We're also going to be bringing amazing guests who are going to help us achieve our set goals, who are going to open our eyes to see the ways for us to achieve it. It is less talk and more action this particular year. 2025, more action, less talk, more results, less complain. If you are in on that, can I hear you? Amen. Okay, I really can't hear you, but I hope that you feel excited about that. I'm so excited about today. And you know why in a bit. In fact, by the time my guest is done with you, you'll be like, Kiki, where can I find you to give you a hug? So I'm going to be expecting my virtual hugs from all over the world, all right? Because I know I do have people who listen via our website as well. So I'm excited about today and what today is got to hold for us, honestly. Today, it's all about breaking free, honestly. I had a session with my guests on our Instagram a couple of days ago, and whoa, the things we need to let go of, the things we need to hold on to. And I had to beg her that, you know what? My family members they need to listen to you. They need to hear you talk about this thing that we talked about on the IG Live. So it's such an honor. I'm so excited to have her here. And today it's all about breaking free from old habits and leveling up in our life. Do you know that song? Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. All right. So instead of singing the song and doing nothing about it, you know what I mean? We want to sing that song, but we actually want to take steps, practical steps that will help us level up, because nobody's got 2 heads. Nobody's got 10 heads to be making all the money and be living the good life. You deserve it as well. You absolutely do. And there are ways to these things. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm already catching the Rema even before she comes on. But so if you're ready to make some shifts and start embracing your full potential, I need you to stay here till the end of the program because honestly, it's going to be life transforming. I'm excited for the conversations we're going to have today. Once again, welcome to Real Women, Real Talk with me, your host, Kiki Okwale. On this program, we help women achieve all-round transformation. And when we talk about all-round transformation, of course, that includes your career, your home, your emotional states, your habits. You're going to understand that in a bit. Your home, your finance, your health, your emotional well-being, everything. We want to make sure that your life is not sinking, but you're able to sync everything together, harmonize it together to give you a good quality life. So I'm here to remind you, as always, that you're here for a divine purpose. Out of all the over 8.1 billion people in the world, no one else has your DNA, no one else has your fingerprints. I mean, for me, I always say it is a big deal because when they're doing tests of DNA and it's so accurate, they're like nobody else, it's 99.9 positive or negative, and that's just it. So no one else has your DNA, your fingerprints, all of those things. You are unique in your own special way. So no matter what life throws at you, I want you to know that it is just a phase. It is just another chapter in the book called life. Okay. So don't feel like, oh, maybe they've labeled you. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You were born by mistake. We didn't plan to have you. All of those things that they label us. But I mean, we then accept because we do have the power to break and trash the labels. All right. So you are not a mistake. You are not those labels they've called you. You are not the labels you've called yourself. A lot of times, we say to ourselves, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not beautiful. Oh, I'm not worthy. Oh, I'm. So it's not just about what people say to you. It's also about the things that you say to yourself. And the words that come out of your mouth are so, so powerful. And you'll get to hear a lot more about that as we start the conversation. But before we do that, I would want you. I wish I had my level up song ready because I think I would have truly preferred to play my level up song for you as we talk about our topic today. But before the end of the program, I promise you, get me my level up. Get me my level up. But before that, let's enjoy Tatiana Manoy's Like You because that is one of my favorite songs. If this is not the first time you're joining, I bet you know the lyrics already. Let's go.
No, don't let them say what you're not, cause you are strong.
You are wise.
You are wise beyond a thousand reasons why. You
Can be perfect, baby. Cause no one is perfect, darling. There's nobody in the world like you.
What do you do when you can't let go? What do you say when you just don't know how you feel?
And nobody knows how you feel. Cause everybody got their own damn problems.
Everybody's trying to find their way, and day by day is struggle in this world.
You gotta hustle.
Just know you don't always have to be strong all by yourself.
All by yourself.
I said it's okay to ask for help.
People will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people.
They don't define you will find people how pretty design you.
You are a work of art. Oh my, I love, 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 love that song. You are a work of art. How can somebody look at you and say that? Or how can you look at yourself and say that you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, you're not when you are a masterpiece, you are a work of art. Do you know how intentional God was about putting you together? He knit you together. I mean, how can you say that? I'm excited. I'm so excited. I wish I can give some of you some of my energy because I know you would need it by the time we start. All right. So always remember that you have to get up and make a move because the world will never see you until you see yourself. And there is absolutely no one quite like you. Now, I wish I can say a lot more, but I have a guest who I want to spend my entire time with today, which is not a lot, by the way. The 1 hour just flies. It just flies. But I'm excited. So welcome back. You are listening to Real Women, Real Talk on Women Radio 91.7. Let me share the quote for the day real quick before I bring my guest in. My first quote is from Maya Angelou, and it says, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." Did you hear that? We may encounter many defeats, but we must not, you must say to yourself, I must not be defeated. It's okay to encounter defeat. It's okay to, go through life's challenges, but you would not be defeated. That is from my engine. I love it. And this is from Eleanor Roosevelt. You must do the thing you think you cannot do because really, that's just an illusion. There is nothing you cannot do if you set your mind to it, right? So if you're just joining us, you are welcome. I am Kiki on Real Women, Real Talk, and today is about to be a movie. On the show today, we're talking about level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Level up and break the habit. That moment when you realize you've been stuck in the same cycle, doing the same thing, expecting different results. I like to say that old keys will not open new doors. It's impossible. It's like you are just on autopilot. But something inside of you says, this can't be it. Abba, this can't be everything to my life. This can't be just, there's got to be more. Just like the whole of last year, as some people were screaming, casting down, a lot of people were screaming, lifting up, as people were screaming, oh, the economy is this. Last year was one of the best years for some people. So there's something that needs to shift. There's something that needs to open up. There's something you need to do because you've done the things you could do, right? And how far did that get you? Now it's time to do things the right way. Not, this is how my parents have been doing it. Some of us have coconut heads like me. This is how my mother has been doing it. This is how they taught us in school. This is how they said we should do it. My dear, you have been doing it that same way. What's the result that you got now? Are you happy? Are you happy? If you are not, come on now. Come on now. There are ways to do things. There are strategies to do things. There are things you need to stop. There are things you need to start doing for you to achieve the desired result that you want. So there's more, and I believe that you deserve more. And that's when the magic of breaking old habits begin. It's about waking up to the reality that you have the power to change, to evolve, and to transform the habits that no longer serve you. Whether it's breaking free from self-doubt, unhealthy patterns, or just the comfort of your routine. Leveling up is about shedding the old to make space for the new. So today we're going to be digging deep. Today we are going to be digging deep. And I think I lost it. Oh, sorry about that. The network. So today we are going to be digging deep. It's about digging deep today. It's not about anything else. Digging deep to find the better version of ourselves. That's what we're going to be doing. All right. So I have an amazing, my soul sister, like I call her, an amazing person who's the best to honestly, discuss this topic with us. So today I have with me my friend, my sister, Adeola Kingsley James. And trust me, if I have to read her bio, there's a whole lot, but I trust her. She will first give us. I don't like to read her bio because she will still talk about her bio because nobody can say it the way she will say it. So I'm just excited. Adeola, how are you doing? Okay, I really can't quite hear her. So, sister, are you there? How are you doing? Today is a lie. Network is a lie.
Can you hear me?
Finally, I can hear you. I'm like, what's going on
fantastic.
here? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
I'm
excited to be here as well.
Excited
Your
to have you
excitement
here.
has rubbed off on me.
I'm excited to have you here as well. Thank you so very much. So, guys, together we're going to uncover how breaking habits is about more than just pushing through resistance. It's about recognizing the roots of those habits. Some of us, we just like to take care of the surface. But when you take care of the surface, it just pops his head again. So we need to understand how those habits are shaped and finally choosing to release what is holding us back with the right mindset. So, Adeola, it's a pleasure to have you here. And I'm just going to, I do have your bio, as you know. In fact, I have some top of my head.
Let's just go straight into it.
Exactly.
I would introduce myself shortly.
In fact,
I'm a life giver.
I'm like,
a kingmaker.
I know, right?
I'm
like, I don't want to spend time just doing all that shenanigans because, your bio is loaded. But I would like for you to just, today we're talking about leveling up, breaking those habits. Let's just go. Yes. Just give me an intro. I don't even want to ask questions. Just because, what question help? Just, lay it on me. Lay it up. See, my note is ready. Lay it on me, sister.
So yesterday I was at a retreat, and it was a company retreat. I think like 3.
How did that go? I remember we talked about it.
Oh, it went excellently well.
Wow.
And the reason why I'm using that as an opening speech is we're at the point where a lot of organizations and a lot of people are looking at leveling up. But they're looking at it only from the point of their career and the finances and the organization. And so everybody, yesterday I asked them, tell me 3 things that you've learned. Oh, team bonding, emotional intelligence, how to be this, how to be that. And none of it came from the soul. Everything came from the goal. And so I said to them, and so they are giving me a brief, I want you to come and help us just ginger them. And so when I listened to everybody, the first thing I said to them was, these things that you have learned today, by this time next week, you would have forgotten it. Not because you want to, but because you don't have the foundation to help you make these things a reality. So it's not that we're bad or we refuse to grow. But the fact is that until certain things shift or change, you actually do not have the capacity to do anything new. Because the same ingredient that puts you in something cannot take you out.
It can't.
And so everybody started off really, top level, on the superficial level. The first thing I said to everybody was remove your phones from the tables, put it in your bag. If you cannot do without your phone, get out of my class. That's the first thing I said to them. I said, because even if your phone is on the table, even if it's not ringing, your mind will be on the phone. Right now, I need your mind to be on what I am going to say to you. Kiki, by the time I finished my session with them, almost everybody was in tears.
Wow.
Not small tears, though. We had to keep almost like 30 minutes for people to cry. Now, why did I go that deep? Because until you go deep and uproot the roots of what is going on in your life, you will never be able to fix your challenges. Absolutely. And that then means that you will never be able to live optimally in your entire life. And so we were talking, and I said to them that there's a book called Outwitting the Devil, written by Napoleon Hill. And I asked anybody there if they have heard of the book. Everybody said no. I said, leaders are readers. If you don't read, you cannot lead.
Absolutely.
Now, we don't have a reading culture. Most of us only crammed our books to pass. I am a living example of that. We didn't cram it to understand it. We didn't cram it to know it. We crammed it just to pass, so that they will not beat us at home. Not even because we loved the course.
And that's why when my kids bring their schoolwork, I'm like, only if you know. Only if you know that I only just crammed my own.
My mommy is an olodo in math. She will tell you today. I say I'm not ashamed of it.
Absolutely, you're so right.
So we went through that process. By the time we were done, I said to them, guys, and I said to the management team, I said, until we deal with the iceberg and not the one at the top, the bottom part that you don't see, even if you guys bring the best professionals on earth, your team will never, ever be optimal, because what is pulling them down is higher than what is on top.
What is on top? This is so right.
And what is under are your habits. What is under are your beliefs. What is under is culture. Is the social norms that you carry, is the religious beliefs that you have, and they all form the habits that you have. And if you look at your life today and you do not like where you are, go and check your habits, because your habits would be equals to the kind of life that you live. Absolutely. And your habits could be called routines. Your habits could be called the building blocks, but your habits are who you really are. So that's the beginning of my conversation today.
Wow. Where do we go from here? Where do we even go from here? So I think I'm just going to be asking, I'll put myself in the shoes of, someone listening right now. I'm just going to ask, if I come to you and say, I want to break my habits, what is the first thing you would truly understand about the root of the behavior? How do you help? Because maybe I come and say, I don't know what the problem is. I just know that I'm not fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm working in the capacity that I was created for. And I know that something is holding me back. How do we take it from there? How do I, as a person, even figure out the habits that are holding me down, or, the iceberg pulling me under?
So the first thing I honestly would do with anybody who comes to me is to make you feel safe. Because out of safety, and that's what I did with the group yesterday, I said I needed to have 3 agreements with them, and I needed for them to tell me that what happens here will stay here. And so I created a safe environment for them, which is the first thing I do for anyone, because the truth is we all need a safe space to be able to bear out our hearts. Absolutely. So that's the first thing I would do with anybody, and tell you that there's nothing you cannot say to me, and anything that comes to your mind, don't say it. Nothing is stupid, nothing is foolish. I have no judgment towards you. You can say anything and be yourself with me. Now, I would then explore the emotional needs that those habits that are pulling you back are fulfilling. Because habits are rarely random. They often soothe a discomfort, and they provide a place of escape for you. And sometimes they reinforce a sense of identity. Absolutely. Because when you hear people say, this is who I am, That's your habit talking. And those habits are because it's helping you. So in one of the courses that I share, it's either protecting you, prioritizing you, or punishing you.
Protecting you, prioritizing you, or punishing you.
Punishing you, yes. So all of it comes from something. So let me give you an example. If someone wants to quit procrastinating, for example, you will then discover that it might not be laziness that is disturbing the person. Because some people then say, oh, it's because I'm lazy. No, I tell people that procrastination can actually be a good sign. It could be the fact that it's not yet time for that thing to happen. And so you are the one calling it procrastinating, but the real truth about it is it's not time for it yet.
It's not time.
However, it could also be there's a fear of something underneath it. When you procrastinate, you are either afraid of failing. So if I don't do it, at least I cannot fail.
Absolutely.
There's also a fear of success. If I succeed too much at doing this, I might be alone. And then you don't want to be alone because nobody wants to be alone.
Absolutely.
So you keep
dimming your lights and stopping yourself.
You keep playing small because now, at least if I keep playing small, I keep the circle of people around me who are small anyways. So for me, we have to touch that reason for us to be able to see why you have that habit, and for us to see what that habit is doing for you, and then we can help you work through it. Because until you name it, it's like going to the hospital. Doctor, I'm sick. Doctor says, what's wrong with you? Sometimes I have a headache. Sometimes I have a stomach pain. The doctor will say, go and run tests so that we can name what is wrong with you, then we can heal it. It's the same thing with your habits.
Because if they don't name it, if they don't know what it is, then there's no way to treat you for it.
That's why you hear, can you imagine they were treating her for cancer, meanwhile ordinary malaria alone. Because maybe they didn't run certain tests that they were meant to run to know exactly what they were dealing with.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing with your emotions. It's the same thing with your habits. It's the same thing with your results.
But Adiola, breaking habits is not easy. Like imagine somebody that is 40 years old and you have been doing something consistently for like 20 years. And then suddenly because I know that a lot of us know that we have habits we need to let go of. And that's that's the thing. It's not that we don't know. Like me, I know. I've told you. I know that if I watch, it's okay to watch Korean movie. Why do I have to watch it to 2 a.m.? I know. But the thing is, at the end of that movie, they will now put that thing that will make me want to watch the next one. And I know that this is just about movie and that might sound funny. But honestly, the truth is a lot of people, some people that drink, some people that do this, they know that this is a bad habit. Sometimes they even hide it from their children because they know that it's a bad habit. The question is, okay, Adiola, how do we then, after knowing, I know some people don't know because there are two categories. Some people don't know it's bad habit. Some people know it's bad habit. For those of us that know it is bad habit, because I know the table that I am on. For those of us that know it's a bad habit, that we have done repeatedly. Imagine, so they say that if you do something consistently for some people, 14 days, 21 days, 6 months, that you begin to get better. And some of us have now done this habit for years. Yeah. Different kind of habits, playing small, shortchanging yourself, dimming your lights. There are so many different habits. Saying negative things about money. Money is evil. An habit. So there are so many different kinds of, and we've done this. How then do we move from where we are? Because a lot of us need help. How do we move from where we are to where we ought to be? Because you said something the last time we met, which is something I say all the time as well. You know where you are. You know where you want to be. But if you take no action, nothing is going to change.
Yes, sir.
So what is that action? If someone is listening right now and is saying, this is me, I am on this table, this habit of mine, I need to change it, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move. I don't even have millions to meet with coaches. I don't have, but I know I need help. What would you recommend that person would do right now?
So the first thing is I want you to just, first of all, give yourself grace and ease. Because fighting it is just going to increase it. Hating it is just going to increase it. Resenting yourself is just going to increase it. You first want to tell yourself, look, the fact that I am aware that I have a challenge, I need to celebrate it. Because you are at least one step better than the person that does not even know.
Benny, Awata Mori, Association of Knowers.
Exactly, of the ones that know. So mindfulness is a very key tool in this situation, right? I tell people that change is painful. Not changing is more painful. Which pain do you choose? Because to do the work, to pay a coach, to go to a counselor, to go for therapy, to repeat the things that they say you should do for 90 days, 120 days, it creates, you need discipline. You need to go beyond your normal self and push yourself in a way that you've never pushed yourself before. And it is painful. But imagine 6 months from now, how you'll be so excited about how your life has changed. 2 equals to it to the time where you do nothing. You stay, well, I know I'm bad, so let me just stay bad. And then 6 months down the line, you have gotten worse than you started. Absolutely. Both of them are painful. You've got to choose one. And choose it from a place of, once again, grace and ease. There's something I always tell people. You will never see me blame myself for anything. Never. Because I've learned how to be the best person to myself. I am the best cheerleader to myself that anybody can ever be. From the thoughts that I think, to the words that I speak, to the actions that I take, to the results that I eventually have. I will never ever hear me say anything negative to myself about myself. It doesn't happen. And so you first need to just love yourself to the point where you understand that, yes, I made a mistake here, but it's only a mistake. I have to be comfortable with failure. I have to be comfortable with discomfort. Absolutely. Because it's a sign of growth. When you expand, if you take a deflated balloon and you start to blow it, it starts to expand. The balloon doesn't like it. But by the time you're done with it and you use it to decorate the place, everywhere looks beautiful. Absolutely. Even when you deflate that balloon can never go back to where it started from. Absolutely. Because it has already expanded. So imagine that it's a win-win situation for you. So you keep growing, you keep looking at yourself, you keep keeping accountable to yourself. You keep focusing on the things that you need to do. You keep focusing on the person that you need to be. Then make sure there's self-compassion. I will never stop saying that. Make sure there's self-compassion. Because what we're doing is not deleting a bad habit. It's creating a better habit that makes the old habit obsolete. So you're replacing a bad habit with a good habit by auto-suggesting it and telling yourself, this is the person that I choose to become now. You're ignoring the bad habit because that one is already who you are. The more you focus on it, the more you go back there, because it's easy to go back to what's familiar. Absolutely. What's unfamiliar is tough. So the moment you make that unfamiliar familiar, then the one that was already familiar dissolves. It dissolves.
It's like when they tell you don't think about anything, that's when your mind starts going in different places. Exactly. But rather than thinking about the negative, if you start using the positive to replace, you're not throwing that away, but rather than saying that and focusing on that, you're saying the other positive one that takes your mind even away from the negative, and before you know it, it becomes, a constant thing and your reality.
Yes, because your mind doesn't understand the word not. And I always tell people, even in Yoruba prayer, we don't pray in Yoruba. The Yoruba prayer is not prayer. Oh, ni lo sibiti ebin pono. Oh, ni shishe. They are telling you all the things you won't do.
What will I do?
They're not telling you the things that you will do.
What will I do? Ebi ò ní pa ẹ́.
So tí ebi ò ní pa ẹ́, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Wàá jẹun yó. Wàá tún ní extra. Do you understand what I mean? So when you focus on the things that you do not want, you will never know the things you want, and you will never receive the things you want. So to change this bad habit, so let's say, for example, like you, let's use you because we're on your table. The Korean film.
This table, Adiola. Oh, Chema Lobe. Oh, she one other table. Wait,
I promise you,
one other table. My husband is listening. Look for another table. He will be somewhere watching now. He will want to implement the thing that you're about to say. Use another table. Use another table.
So for those who procrastinate,
let's use that one.
Okay, let's use that one because a lot of people are on that table. For those who say, I will not do it, I will do it later. Right? You've got to ask yourself, why? What am I afraid of? And what is the opposite of I will do it later? Is I will do it right now.
Do it right now.
So get up and do it. Now, practice it. You might not, you won't get to 100% even in 100 days. But you will get to at least 10% if you put 0.1% every day. For 100 days. So today you tell yourself, oh, this thing, I'll do it later. You say no, I will do it right now because I am a now person. I am a do it now person. So now you are shifting your identity from somebody who says I will do it later to telling yourself I am a do it now kind of person. And as I'm saying I will do it now, you are physically getting up to do it. You don't need to like it, you just need to get up and do it. What happens is that as you start to teach yourself how to do it, after you do it the first time, you actually will be very proud of yourself, which is you now then celebrating that thing that you have done that makes you proud, because that is showing you and telling your brain and your mind that I actually can do it.
Absolutely.
So you do it that day, you get the following day, you say, you know what? So let's take, for example, you say, oh, every morning I'm going to read a book for 5 minutes. The next morning you wake up, you're like, oh no, you tell yourself, no, I am a do it now.
I can't kill myself. I'll do it later.
No, you will tell yourself, cancel, alt, delete. I am a do it now kind of person. And you would have put that book by the side of your bed the night before. So you pick it up and you look at your time and say, 5 minutes, I am going to read this book. You can hear me say 5 minutes. I didn't say 15 minutes or 1 hour. 5 minutes.
Start
so
somewhere.
You do it for 5 minutes. You read it. Maybe you get some rema from what you've read that you can use as your word for the day. And then you jump up from your bed and you say, now I have my word for the day. You will feel so proud of yourself that the following morning you want to do it again so that you have this
pick
feeling
another
of
word
pride.
for the day.
Exactly. And you also have this feeling of pride. It is that feeling of pride that will then make you say to yourself, Adiola, you're doing a phenomenal job. I'm very proud of you. You are a do it now kind of person. So tomorrow again, I will set my alarm for 7 o'clock. Once it's 7 o'clock, I will read my book for 5 minutes. What you're also doing is telling yourself that you can trust yourself. And so the more you trust yourself to do the things that you say you will do, the more you will trust other people. Because the reason why we don't trust other people is because we don't trust ourselves. Just that 5-minute shift in your life. 5-minute shift. That's all I ask. 5 minutes. Yeah. Imagine you do 5 minutes for 365 days.
That's a lot.
5 minutes. Because we do 5 hours on Instagram. Some people spend 8 months of the year on Instagram and then 4 months worrying about the problem of Nigeria and why their life is not good.
Oh my God. Adiola, you are going on another table again.
I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. See, before I ask you another question, right? Because you see, the thing is, this topic, we cannot dissect it in 1 month. We cannot. It is impossible. So I'm bringing you back. But I know you said while you were saying something earlier about a course that you do ask.
Yes.
There are some of us, you already know me.
Yes.
There are some of us that we need help, right?
Yes.
And we want to receive that help because we are tired of complaining. We are tired of other people winning big, winning and living their best life. And it's not just, like you said, about money. It's about living a fulfilled, happy life. Knowing
and your
fully well,
quality
of life, knowing fully well that you are living a quality life. Because at the long run, when we live long and we pass, God is not going to ask you how much money.
Yes.
You know, it's about all the things you were supposed to do, all the things procrastination stops us from doing.
Yes.
You know, so we need help. And I know very soon I'm running out of time. And I don't want to get to the end of it before I ask you this, because somebody somewhere is saying right now that I need to talk to this lady. I just, you know, she can help me. I know the number of people that you have, you know, worked together on, and I see how the quality of their lives has improved. Now, if somebody somewhere wants to reach you, we're not done, but I really just need to get this out so that we have enough time for people to get to know where to find you and the course that you have that I am starting tomorrow. So I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be selfish. You know, my family members on Women Radio who listen to me from different parts of the world, we're family. I love them. I love them so much. And they love me in return because they're always phoning me. Thank God I didn't mention the phone lines now. They would have started calling because I need them to listen to you today. So they love me in return, and the only way I can support and help them is to make sure that they get the information at the right time. It's the beginning of the year. And before you know it, today is already 10. Like, I'm like, Abba, when did we just scream Happy New Year? Calm down now. But guess what? Time waits for no one, and time wasted is your life wasted. So 100%. We don't want to complain about the things we've done wrong in 2024. Somebody is listening right now and is saying 2024 is gone. Yes, 2025. What can I do differently? Tell us how you can help us. What programs do you have? How can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Adiola Kingsley James. Let's start from there.
Okay.
But above and beyond that, I've got a course called Level Up, and it's change your habits, change your life. Once again, the quality of your life will be determined by the quality of your habits. And so that's why I created the course. And like you said, a lot of people have gotten to a point where all they do is complain. They don't take action. But I know that the people who are listening right now and the people who are here, whether they'll listen to it later or are listening right now, are quality people. And they really are part of the people who do not want to complain anymore. Absolutely. And they want to take action. So I reckon that this course will be a fantastic start of the year. That's honestly why I created it, because I just kept on asking myself, how can I help a wider range of people? Now, yes, people come to me for one-on-one sessions, and I work with people, I do group sessions and all of that, but it won't go as far. So what product or what thing can I do that can help people? And so I came up with this 21 days audio course. Very simple to listen to. Between 10 and 12 minutes, all the daily sessions are. You listen to it at your time. There's home plays. There's a daily tracker also that goes with every day with a quote for the day. You do all those things because once again, 5 minutes of building these habits will change your life forever. I created the course in such a way that it's a build-up. There's a momentum that comes with it. There are certain things I'm going to ask you to do that you must do, because if you're not going to do the things, in fact, there's no point saying that, because I know all the people listening to us right now are going to do it.
Yeah, action takers.
If you're not,
we are do it now, people. Hello,
do it now.
Do it now, people.
Love it. love it. That should be our new mantra. Do it now.
Do it now.
Exactly. So it's that course was created for do it now kind of people that can sit down and listen to it and then sit down with their notebooks. You would need to buy a nice, beautiful notebook for this course so that you can write the things down. If you would really also want extra support, we can create a WhatsApp group where we can all come together, discuss what we have learned. If there are any questions that you want to ask me, I will join the WhatsApp group personally and answer some of the questions. However, this course is not therapy. So it is not therapy because I will need more information to be able to create something detailed for you. But this will start off your interest in knowing that you need help, and you can now start to look for the support that you need. And if you do it diligently, in 3 weeks, you would have at least changed one habit of yours following the course and the way that I've created it. And you'll be so proud of yourself at the end of it.
I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. I think one of the things, honestly, I'm even more excited about, looking through the course on your social media pages, the fact that a lot of people need help, but a lot of people don't have the financial capacity, to talk to a coach for 2 million, for 1 million, for 500,000. But you've really been so kind and generous too. I mean, the cost starts from 30,000. You have a package of 30,000, a package of 50,000, and the highest that you have is of 100,000, which you would rarely see out there right now. This listening to people, speaking to people, is not really an African thing before. They're like, I don't want to share my problem. Black
nobody puts money aside for therapy.
Nobody puts money aside for therapy. But what you've done is you've made it in such a, because guess what? We actually need it. A lot of people don't. They have no idea what you actually did it. In fact, Black people need therapy more than white people. Because our own Ogun delay that you sit down somewhere and you just believe that one Ogun delay is there. We need, village people. We are always blaming village people. And that's why I love when you said, never blame yourself for anything. Never, ever blame yourself. We're so good at, it's my fault. It's my this, it's my that. When I wasn't feeling well, my husband was feeling so guilty. Oh, when you were feeling this way, I should have known. I said, no. No, you couldn't have known. You don't live in my body.
Are you in my body?
It was beating himself up. You kept saying you were tired consistently. You climbed the stairs. I'm a doctor. I should have known. I'm like, no, you're a doctor. You are not God. So there are a lot of times we blame ourselves for things we have no business blaming ourselves for, because we are human as well and we need help. And so thank you for making the course very, very affordable. Now, if you're listening, I want to assure you that if you do the things she's going to be teaching us, because I am part of, I even need members. I need members for us to do this together. I don't want to be on this journey by myself, because I need accountability partners. I need people that will say, Kiki, oh yeah, go to bed. Are you still watching that Korean movie? Go to bed right now. So I need people that will join the group with me.
Accountability
partners. In that group, we'll make it a safe space. It's going to be like our own mini safe space where we know this is the thing you want to let go of. This is the thing you need help. So we will be able to say, oh yeah, have you done this? Have you done that? Don't do that. As we're listening to the program on a daily morning basis, we're picking our words, we're picking our quotes, and we're putting it down there. And, I can even go extra man, create a quote, create a flyer for it. Me, I'm extra like that too. I'll create flyers. So all of you, go and drop it on your social media page. And, I just want us this year, 2025. Last year, I let go of some habits unconsciously. And I said unconsciously. And I saw the results. I saw the result that it gave me. Now I want to break this habit consciously this year. This year is gonna be it's a great year. I don't even like to say it's gonna. What's this gonna? It's already a great year. Like my pastor says, this year was a great year. Absolutely. I'm catching into the Rema. But it is not about saying amen. It is about doing what it takes for it to be the great year that it's already in. Because everything we need this year is already out there. Everything. It's your turn to tap into it. And until you let go of the heavy baggage that is weighing you down, it is impossible. It's just like if a bag is filled to the brim. How then can you bring something else into it? You've got to let go of some for you to even have space to bring newer things into it. The habits that are holding us down, it is time for us to let go and level up. And I am so excited about this. In fact, I even like this. They have to play me that song before I leave here. Level up, 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 level up. And I don't want to be the only one leveling up, because I know that you want to level up. If you cannot pick in fact, Adiola, how can they get the course? Because I don't want to miss that, please.
Is to go to my Instagram page, and if you go to my Instagram page, the link is there. You link into my bio. It will take you directly to the landing page for you to do all the needful. Straight. It's very simple and easy.
So you said it's Adeola Kingsley James.
Kingsley James, yes. I also have a website, but I think if you go to my Instagram page, it's quicker.
Easier.
Adeola Kingsley James. So KINGSLEYJAMES.
Adeola Kingsley James. Adeola is there. ADEOLA. Kingsley is KINGSLEY. And James is JAMES. You cannot say you do not hear it.
I can send you the link. I can send you the link, and then maybe you can post it up.
Because I have just, I was going to spell it out. You cannot say anybody is disturbing you right now. I've spelled it out. But guess what? If you need the link, just send the message as well. And on social media, I'm going to be dropping the link as well. Because this year, we deserve better. I wish I had more time to ask more questions. But I think Adeola has really broken it down. And I really don't even want her to start giving us the treatments right now, because treatment that's the name I call it. My treatment is starting tomorrow. So my healing is here, and I need you to join me on that journey. If you are from my circle and you join the program, which I encourage everyone, we all need it to join. Once you join, just reach out to me. My personal page is I am Kiki Okwale, and say that I have joined the program and I want to join your Facebook, your WhatsApp group, because this group is because of me. Because does not have WhatsApp group. I'm the one that initiated this WhatsApp group. You can see that I love you so much. So we are going to be in this WhatsApp group, in this safe space, and we are going to be, as we're watching, as we're listening to those things, Adeola has even promised, because guess what? To do a one-on-one, it's not child's play. But your life will, in fact, your life will never remain the same. But she's now saying that, you know what? I will join your WhatsApp group. That for me is a big deal. So please do well to join and send me a DM, and I will bring you onto the group. Okay? I really have to run now. Adeola, I hope that when I call you again, you would please say yes, because we're not even done. We're just about, we've not even started scratching the surface. So please don't leave me on this 2025. I'm stuck with you. Like the hair on your head. I don't want to be the hair on your head, but you're always cutting your hair. Let me be your hair. I know you cannot cut your hair anyhow. So I'm stuck to you. Thank you so much for being here, Adeola. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. And I really can't wait to start tomorrow. I wish there's more time. Yes, I really can't wait. But I'd like to say thank you so much, my soul sister. I love you so very much. Thank you so much. I will talk to you later.
Evening, everyone.
Have a good evening, sis. Bye. Bye. Okay, guys, that was Adeola Kingsley James. I said the name again so that you can go and find our social media, and she's one person you should follow regardless of anything. In fact, you will be you will thank yourself for it. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone. Yes, who were looking forward to calling. I'm sorry. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you listen and you get all the information. Knowledge is power. Okay, so 2025 is going to be our best year yet, and we're going to be action takers. We're going to do it now. We are do it now people. So go ahead and look for our page and do it now. Do it now. All right, so I'm going to leave you with the song Level Up. But before I go, I'd like to say a very big thank you to my producer, Blessing Agbeto, my executive producer, Tom Okwale Shonaya, my executive assistant, Rosemary Benbasi, the World Tribe community for putting this program together. If you'd like to sponsor our program, we are open to it. Please do send a DM on our social media page, World Tribe, WHATRYB, to sponsor our radio program that comes to you every Friday at exactly 5 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7. The radio program is Real Women, Real Talk with Kiki Okwale. I am Kiki Okwale. Until we meet again, make sure you have a good evening. Make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, and stay happy. I remain yours, Kiki Okwale. Bye for now.
Okay, remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up.
Okay, guys, that was me on Women Radio 91.7. I hope you get to level up. I really cannot wait to see you as we start the program tomorrow. Do take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay happy. I love you. Mwah. Bye.